ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside 17. So for just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Drew. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Going up top for Miller. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. On first down, Carr. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, second down. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. To throw, it's Carr. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch, and that one wound up in the end zone.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
They go play action here on first down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Second and 4. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Drew. This one swung out here to Jones. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And it's a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Carr now on first down. Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, it's Patterson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Carr. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On play action, it's Carr. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. These two teams all tied after 1. On second down now, it's Patterson, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Buying time to his left. And Carr gives himself up, but not before he picks up a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Returnable here for Davis. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Off play action. Drew. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that. Talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Off the play fake. Drew. And Brake, the tight end's got it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Off the option, it's Jones.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 3.
Looking to throw. Drew. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Play action. Now it's Carr.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Carr again.
They look for Pitts again. This time he's got it.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Carr now on first down.
Right back to Pitts again.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at it.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr now to throw. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Drew. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
1 second, all that remains.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Into the secondary, past the 40.
Let's go, fellas.
So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Shotgun now for Carr. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish, because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's got some space here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play there on the catch and run. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Rolling to his right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first down, Carr. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Now a play fake. Carr. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Returnable here for Davis. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll bring up a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now here's a throw that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. John Kaminsky showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Back to throw. Drew. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to call for that.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Carr. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Jason Pierre-Paul, his second sack of the night. And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Here's Carr to throw. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now a give, right side. Patterson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Rolling to his left. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
To throw again on second down. Carr. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing his Carr on third down. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. A fourth quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Foyesade Aluakin gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Drew. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Back to throw. Drew letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or 2, but it's no good as it stands. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. Throwing his Carr. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Carr to throw. He completes it to Ridley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do. And
he is out of bounds inside the 30.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Carr. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Buccaneers have just about sewn up this football game. But just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Able to fight through one tackle, and he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd down at 5. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Tampa Bay, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And now they'll have a few extra days before they face the Rams next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll be back